Joining me now, senior sports reporter for BuzzFeed, Joel Anderson, and Huffington Post justice reporter Ryan Riley. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with me. And Ryan, I want to start with you. There was much less violence last night in Ferguson compared to the night before. What's going on there?
It was a little bit calmer, certainly, Abby. The violence, I think, the night before was very widespread. Essentially, because West Florissant was shut down and treated as a crime scene all throughout the night, there was nothing happening there. But in front of the police department, there was some violence, and there's a big police presence. And you had one cop car that was in front of City Hall that was, I think, turned over, or maybe almost turned over for a moment, and then before police moved in and dispersed tear gas.
And, Joel, what are the expectations there for tonight?
Well, that it's probably going to be a little bit calmer than it was the night before. I think, you know, they've had a lot more National Guardsmen to come in town. There's about 2,000 at this point. And so it looks like they may be able to get a handle on it. And, I mean, of course, we're going into a holiday. It's colder today than it was yesterday. So there's a little bit of hope that it might not be as bad as it's been the past 2 days.
Ryan, you captured some pretty incredible images of the night of the grand jury's decision. You posted video of the damage, including at Corner Store Coffee House and the Walgreens in Ferguson. What sense is there that the community, as it picks up the pieces, wants to not see any more images like those that you've been showing us?
Yeah, I mean, that entire stretch of West Florissant is devastating. You know, yesterday I was trying to write a piece, you know, to talk to some of the business owners and whatnot, but the entire stretch is just shut down. So it's really, I mean, tough to even, you know, get in contact with these people. I mean, the buildings were just completely destroyed. I mean, it was really something incredible to see, and how widespread it was along this stretch of the road.
Joel, I want to ask you about a piece, an article you wrote. You said, quote, Ferguson's could-be Mike Browns take a furious pride in the chaos they've caused. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of people that are just sort of off the grid in terms of a lot of the organization and the organized protest groups, people that didn't show up for the nonviolent training sessions, people that aren't part of newsletters, people that aren't part of any formal group. And there are people that have been, you know, they feel they've been marginalized. They've been victims of racial profiling. Some of them claim they've been victims of police brutality. They live in a city where, you know, a quarter of the people are in poverty and half of the young black men are unemployed. And so this is a sort of a chance to show people that they're here and that, you know, that they've got issues and they haven't been addressed. And they just kind of feel that, like, peaceful protest hasn't really resonated with public officials or police officers. And so, like, this is one way of expressing their dissatisfaction with the system.
Joel Anderson and Ryan Riley, both of you, thank you for being with me this morning. Appreciate your time. We're also getting new reaction from